So go ahead, Stacy. You're in Texas, and you have been. Oh, good. A couple more people are hopping on. You've been using the products for a few months now, and so I'm super curious and interested to hear your story about your CBD and what you're finding.
Yes. Well, actually, back in February, it was quite cold here, and we were having fires in our fireplace all the time, and we have a dog that's a little anxious about things, but he was seriously freaking out over the fireplace. I mean, he was like trying to find somewhere to hide, and it was just really, really sad. And so as I told my husband, I was like, well, I'm going to look at the CBD oil and see what it is, and because I've heard it helps dogs with their anxiousness. And so I did, and I was like, well, you know what? I'll order us a bottle as well. I had researched different products, and I found that the Hempworx was the one that people were talking about, that was really good, so I did. And immediately, I was not looking for a business opportunity at all, and immediately, the first night, I slept good. Well, I didn't really think that I had slept bad before that, but when you sleep good, then it's like, wow. But and then a week or two had gone by, and we definitely noticed the anxiousness and stress levels were really low. This past year has been very stressful for us for different things that have gone on, and we've just noticed that it just really, really has helped us. And so I decided I wanted to share it with people.
Nice. Yeah, thanks for sharing. So my name is Elaine. I'm a mom of two. I'm a wife. I'm here in Northern California, and I'll share a little bit about what brought me into CBD oil. So, I have a daughter who is 11 now, and she's super healthy, loves gymnastics, and totally typical in 5th grade, doing great. But my son, he's now almost 10, at 18 months, we noticed he wasn't typically developing, and we noticed a switch in him, which turned me into research mode. I was wondering what can I do to help my child? So Jackson is nonverbal. He has special needs. From the beginning, we were looking for ways to help heal his body. So we did things like, clean up our diet, clean up our environment. We went to holistic doctors to do blood tests, stool tests, urine tests, hair analysis. We're like, what is going on? Like, we had a very healthy boy, and then something happened, and he wasn't developing typically anymore. And so, I mean, we've been to so many doctors. This is our binder. It's like 2 inches thick. We've tried so many interventions. Anything holistic is something right up my alley. And so 4 years ago, our holistic doctor, aside from all the supplements that we were giving Jackson, recommended CBD oil. And this was 4 years ago when it wasn't totally mainstream. And I'm like, give my kid like marijuana? Like, no way. But then I started looking into it, and I realized that there is a hemp version with mostly CBD, tiny amounts of THC. And I was researching it. I'm a researcher, so I look at ingredients, I look at, how things are sourced, and so all that is really important to me. And I was looking into the endocannabinoid system, and how when we pair the endocannabinoid system with the compounds from the hemp plant, that it brings the body to balance and homeostasis. So 4 years ago, I was introduced to the concept of CBD. At that time, so we're here in California, and our holistic doctor had to write a little medical prescription for us to go to a dispensary to get different versions of CBD oil to try with Jackson. At that point, there were not very many options, and man, I remember trying it along with him. The tastes were awful. It was like thick and tarry, and he was just really off-put by it. So we never got a great CBD experience. So off and on for 4 years, I would always try it. Like, I had it in my cabinet. I always was like, Jackson, let's just do this. Let's try it, buddy. I'll mix it in his coconut yogurt or applesauce, but it just did not work. And so June 1st of 2018, I saw my friend posting about this new company, this CBD oil that I hadn't heard of. It's called Hempworx. And this is the brand that I'm using and that Stacy's using that we really like. So Jackson is 9. At that point, June 1st, I just wanted to try a great CBD oil. So Some things that I appreciated about Hempworx when I started to look into it, because I'm not the kind of person that just buys anything. For it to come into my household, it has to be a quality product. So a few things that I appreciate about Hempworx is that it's grown on an organic farm in Kentucky, so USA grown. It has only 2 or 3 ingredients, depending on the flavor you choose. It is CO2 extracted, so there's different extraction methods that companies use to extract the cannabinoids out of the hemp plant, and some are very harsh and use ethanol or alcohols or really that disrupt even the components of the CBD oil. I love that it's a very transparent company. So if you want to see the certificates of analysis, the documentation, it's all online. So it's batch tested. So every batch has a lot number. So you can see the number. So you can trace it back to the exact documentation. Love that. 2 and 3 ingredient source. The other really cool thing about Hempworx that I really appreciated was it has a patented fresh lock drying system. And what that means is that by the time they cut the hemp plant and extract the oil, it happens all in 4 minutes. And the reason why that is good is because it prevents molds and pathogens and other nasties from getting into the hemp, because a lot of places, what they'll do is they'll cut the hemp and they'll just hang it upside down to dry for days at a time. And that attracts molds and pathogens and nasty stuff. So, with Hempworx, like the whole process is very fast, which is, great for quality control. 60-day money back guarantee. That was the other thing that was the seal on the bag. Like I was like, I'm going to try this. I'm going to get it in Jackson's body. I'm going to try it myself too. I want to know exactly what he's experiencing so that I can feel it along with him. 60-day money back. Like if I don't like it, if we don't feel the shift, I'm getting my money back. So got the products. And here's the kicker. I shook the bottle. I was like, Jackson, come here. And then he came and he opened his mouth and he tried it and it was fine. It was like nothing. And this is a kid that will not try new foods easily, will only drink from 1 sippy cup, will not drink anything but water. For him to open his mouth and just try it. So we used the peppermint 500 to start. There's 2 potencies. We used the 500 full spectrum. So there's 2 bottles. There's a THC free, which has the white cap, and the full spectrum, which has the black cap. THC free obviously does not have THC. It literally only has CBD. Whereas the full spectrum has CBD, trace amounts of THC, like tiny amounts, nothing psychoactive, nothing that's going to get you high. But it also has 85 other cannabinoids from the hemp plant. So the reason why I suggest the full spectrum is because when the body is supported in this synergistic way, it produces that entourage effect where the body is able to absorb all these cannabinoids to heal the body from the inside out. So the fact that he took the oil, we were consistent with it. We started with 5 drops twice a day. I dosed along with him. I didn't feel anything for the first 3 to 4 days. I was keeping an eye on Jackson. I always take notes when I try something new with him. We hadn't tried any new interventions for a while. He takes basic supplements like fish oil, vitamin D, vitamin C, a multivitamin. But I was just really curious how the addition of CBD would affect his body. And so when I say Jackson has severe special needs, I'm not allowed to use any disease names because we want to stay compliant, but he does things, he did things like hand flap, like screech, he would just be running around the house. Think of a body in fight or flight mode. He was on overdrive. He was everywhere. We could not go to family dinners. We had to really plan out family outings to the park. We had to often take 2 cars going places. He was severe. And so what I noticed around day 4 or 5, was that his sleep was so much better. We hadn't gotten a sleeping through the night for years. So he slept through the night. He sat down with us to eat dinner. And these might not sound like big things, but to a family with special needs, huge. Whew, like, oh my gosh, yes. I mean, so little things like that. His teacher, we started getting reports back from his teacher that he was using scissors to cut, that he was sitting and listening to a story being read, that he was able to go out with the kids at recess, that he just lots of new things. We went to the dentist. He actually sat in the dentist chair for the first time. He opened his mouth. He let the dentist do some cleaning in there. These are all firsts. We got to go last summer to an amusement park, and he waited in line. He waited in like a 20-minute line, which would have been unheard of. And so what we did was we kept upping his dose. So the idea is to play around with a dose because every body is different. So what I found my ideal dose to be, I take the 500 potency, and I do about between 10 and 15 drops twice a day. And Jackson, I found that he does best with the 750, about 12 drops twice a day. I've played around with a little bit more. I've played around with a little bit less. The idea is to use as little possible to support the body because, right, if you take too many supplements, if you take too much of something, in this case, your body will urinate it out. So you're just kind of, some people say, oh, I'm going to take big doses of CBD. But really, your body only has so much that it can absorb, and it's just going to pee out the rest. So we just kept noticing great things. Just like Stacy, I didn't come in for the business. I was actually with another network marketing business, a health and wellness company. I'm a very committed person. I wasn't looking for another opportunity. I was very happy with this other company. But when you see noticeable changes in your child, like with special needs, and on Facebook, I have a big community of other parents of kids with special needs, and I wanted to shout it from the rooftop because my belief is every body should be supplementing with CBD. We all have an endocannabinoid system. We're not getting the compounds of cannabis through diet and lifestyle alone. So by supplementing with just a little bit, it could be as little as 5 drops twice a day, you just have no idea how your body wakes up and can experience life in a whole new way. So for me, I'm generally healthy. I don't have huge health issues, but even for generally healthy people, CBD is amazing for reducing inflammation, and inflammation is the root of all disease. It also acts as a gentle detoxifier. So, we're exposed to toxins on a daily basis. So it helps, detoxify the body for everyday life, everyday stressors. So it has been an amazing addition for me. I did have surgery in November, and I upped my dose. I used the 750. I did mega dosing. I used maybe 1 or 2 pain pills. Other than that, I was using CBD oil to manage my pain and some homeopathy. I am such a believer. It helped me with my pain. So I really am a huge believer in the CBD oil because I do believe the body heals from the inside out. But there's a whole CBD derived product line here. There are amazing other products that I use with my family on a daily basis. We use the relief cream. It's a topical, kind of like an icy hot without the smell. So I work out a lot. I do Orange Theory Fitness, and so I have sore muscles sometimes, and I'll rub it on localized areas. I know people with like back pain, or sometimes when my kids get headaches, I'll rub it on their temples. So the relief cream is a very popular item. I'd say it's one of the best sellers aside from the oil. Another topical is the Renew, and the Renew is kind of like an all-over moisturizer. So my daughter does have some eczema flare-ups at times, and this Renew is great. My daughter also takes the CBD drops because I do the same thing. The eczema, the skin is an outside reflection of what's going on inside. So Her eczema flare-ups is something internally too. We have one more topical that I don't have on hand, but it's called the Revive. It's kind of like an anti-aging, anti-wrinkle cream. I use it twice a week at night, for fine lines, and it has retinol in it. So it's supposed to be used at night and not to be gone out into the sun. A whole pet line. So just like Stacy said, she's using the pet products with her dog. Same thing. I have 2 dogs. We use the CBD oil for dogs, and we use the pet treats. Love it for overall health. My dogs don't have major issues, but same thing. That I take CBD for overall health, so do my dogs. And then one of my all-time favorite products is the organic coffee, CBD infused. I drink it twice a day. It's delicious. It is instant, and I'm like a coffee person, so I was like, ugh, instant. But it's really good. It's really delicious, super easy, and I love the fact that it's organic. Coffee should be organic because it's one of the most heavily sprayed crops. So if you're buying just regular coffee, it probably has pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides in it. So make sure it's organic. More products are in the works. This is what really excites me. I mean, the vision of Hempworx is to be CBD infused everything. Like, I know people are asking for gummies. People are asking for shampoos and personal care products. And we just came out with the bath bombs that my kids are like head over heels for. I mean, you name it, they're probably working on CBD infusing everything. But the thing with Hempworx is they will not release products unless they are products of integrity with ingredients that people can trust. So it's not like this really is the wild, wild west of CBD because there's very little regulation on the CBD industry. It's so new. Just in 2018, Trump signed the Farm Bill. So the 2018 Farm Bill. So hemp is fully legal. But there still is little regulation. So what I appreciate about Hempworx is their quality, their integrity, and they even take it a step further that it is U.S. Hemp Roundtable certified. And so we have a special certification actually starting soon. I'm not sure, like within a month or two, we're going to get new labels and new packaging, and you're going to see the seal of approval. Only 13 companies, CBD companies as of now, are U.S. Hemp Roundtable certified. It's like kind of like the organic standard. Like that means they're transparent. They've gone through other rigorous testing. So that's something I really appreciate about Hempworx is that they do go above and beyond to be transparent with their products and their company and their ways of operating. So, I mean, if anything, I want you guys to feel empowered to choose a quality product because if you're not looking at the ingredients, at the sourcing, at the documentation, chances are so many CBDs out there are filled with fillers, with sugar, with olive oil, with chemicals, with things that you cannot pronounce. So be your best advocate and research for yourself to know what is in your bottle because I kind of cringed at me 4 years ago giving Jackson CBD. I didn't research as much as I'm researching now. And so who knows, maybe I could have been doing more harm. I didn't really know exactly what was in that bottle. So if your bottle doesn't have a supplement fact on the back that tells you exactly how many milligrams of CBD in the bottle, like that's your first red flag, right? You want to know exactly what's in your bottle so that you are nourishing your body and not harming it. So that's kind of the gist of why I chose Hempworx. I mean, number one, I saw the testimony. I saw what the products did for my son. For me, like I said, I'm generally healthy, but I just feel more even. Like my mood has stabilized. A mom with autism, oh my gosh, hello, ups and downs. It really has helped me so that those challenging autism moments aren't as challenging. I'm able to focus more during the day. My sleep is amazing. I just wake up more rested. My workouts, I don't get as sore. So I used to take lots of pre and post workout supplements. Now I just really take my CBD. So I just feel good. I feel like a better mom. I feel more present. I don't know. I can't explain it fully, but I just feel better. And it's just a superfood supplement that I'm going to be taking the rest of my life. It's just a routine. I take it morning and night. That's what works for me. And it's one of my supplements that I'm a believer in. So Stacy, let me know, and I'm happy to move on to like why the opportunity. Did I miss anything for the products?
No, actually, I started to have questions, and then you answered them all.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Did anyone have? I didn't even like know. Is there a chat feature? No questions. Okay. But yeah, if you guys who are watching live have questions, there is a little chat feature, or you could just shout them out. I'm happy to answer anything as we go. Stacy, did you want to, or did you already touch on why you decided? So give us like a quick rundown. Why did you decide to take a look at this opportunity?
It was help. I had told a few friends about it because it's when you're talking to friends and you're just telling them what you're doing, because that's what you do. And I just continued to tell more people, and they were trying it, and they were loving it, and they were telling people. And I've always done network marketing. It's just something I've always done as an adult. I just love meeting other people. It's just fun. But I definitely am not ever going to do something that I don't believe in the product. And I found myself sharing it with everybody, and it was just kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, that was me too. So like I said, I was with another company. I was not looking for an opportunity, but when something shifts the health of your family, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to know more about this. What is the deal with this company? So a little bit about Hempworx is, it's a 2-year-old company, so very new, but it's the leader, kind of the leader in the industry of the CBD industry, because it's established in the sense that it's 2 years old. Debt-free, 2 CEOs that have been part of the industry, so they know where we're at as, people here building a business. They're very open and receptive to hearing from us. And like I said, more products are in the works, global expansion. A little bit about the CBD industry. I mean, you guys see it, right? You're seeing it on the news. You're seeing stories in the magazines. We're hearing about CBD from our neighbors. People are taking CBD, like it's helping this person and that person. And so it's trending. The CBD movement is here. Forbes predicts that in the next few years, it's going to be a $22 billion industry. And like I said, Hempworx is really on the forefront of that. So in 2018, Hempworx grew 1,100%. In 2018, it was named the fastest growing direct sales company. So I like, if you piece things together about this unique time in history, hemp is legal, a company that is stable, a company that is really has an amazing product line that is on the forefront of expansion. Like, it's really like the stars have aligned and things are adding up. And so for me, I was not ever a salesperson or a marketing person. I was a teacher for 12 years. I was a kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade teacher. And then you throw kids into the mix and woo, life changes. And then you throw a special needs child into the mix and whoa, like deer in headlights. I was in fight or flight mode for so many years, in survival mode, like things got crazy. 3 years ago, I was introduced to network marketing, which, was interesting to me because I was definitely open to the possibility of working from home and being home more. Like, I was leaving for my teaching job at 7:30 in the morning. I was away from my kids. I was teaching other people's kids. I love teaching, right? I love seeing kids learn. But the fact that I was away from my children who needed me and I wasn't there for them, I was arranging babysitters after school. And I was missing Jackson's therapy after school. I was just not feeling amazing being away so much. And so I was with a health and wellness company for 3 years. I was doing okay with it. I'm a healthy person and I attracted a lot of, people who wanted to use the products, but I did not attract a lot of people who wanted to do what I did and grow a business. But when I made the choice, it was probably around June 15th. I started the products June 1st, saw what they did. And then June 15th, I was like, I mean, I, I'm a committed person, but I can see an opportunity, and I followed my heart, and I stopped my other company completely. I didn't do both. I didn't, I stopped. I drew the line, and I started telling people my story, and I started talking. Like we're naturally talkative people, right? We share what we love. I share my favorite movies and restaurants and products and non-toxic living products. And so, like I said, my network of Facebook is a lot of families with special needs kids. And so when they heard what this was doing for Jackson and me, like people were open to it. And so I attracted a lot of product users. But here's the big difference between my last company and Hempworx. People saw the vision of CBD. Like people are hearing it, they're hearing about it everywhere. And so seeing that there is this opportunity attached to amazing products is just like, I was floored at how many people wanted to try the products, yes, but also wanted information about the business. And so it's been, gosh, we're already in May, so it's been 11 months. I've stopped teaching, so I've totally retired teaching. Oh, wow, we have about 10 minutes. Okay. I've retired from teaching. I'm doing Hempworx full time. You guys, people like chiropractors. I've signed up chiropractors, massage therapists, small business owners. Like people see the vision of Hempworx and CBD. And so it's so different. Many product users have converted their accounts into business builders because they've had life-changing product experiences. I mean, kids, older people, pets, like people are seeing the shift in the people that they love, and they can't keep quiet about it, just like Stacy, just like me. Like, I want to tell people because I truly believe with everything, every ounce of my being, that people deserve to at least experience the products. And from there, like if they want to continue, great. If they don't, fine. But it is my mission to like get the word out to everyone to have a product experience. And so in these 11 months, I've rank advanced through Hempworx. I'm now a 50K affiliate. My paychecks now like blow my mind. Nothing compared to what I was doing in my last company for 3 years. I was like busting my butt, like trying. This is almost like, it's not effortless because I work really hard. I work about 5 hours a day growing this business and talking to people and getting creative and in the ways that I tell people my story. But it's so very different. I mean, as a team, we have systems in place. You don't have to be a CBD expert. You have a product experience and you feel the shift and you like it and you start to talk about it. So we have training for you. We have 2 Facebook groups. We have a CBD education group that you can add people interested in the product to. And then we have a business building group where we archive all of our trainings, all of our resources, all of the comp plan videos. But I am just blown away at everything. Like I just feel like it's the complete package with products that are shifting people's health, a time in history where hemp is legal, where we're seeing the CBD movement, and a compensation plan that is amazing, and a company of integrity. Timing is also a big thing. This is a 2-year-old company. Like the last company I was with was an established 15-year-old company. So there is something to be said about timing and getting into a company, at this perfect time where we really, I don't know. I heard Josh Legel is our CEO. He said we haven't even really hit momentum yet. Despite that 1,100% growth, despite being the fastest growing network marketing company, we haven't even hit momentum yet. Like we're still on our way up, and oh my gosh, it's just exciting to think about where it's going, where our team is going, where the company is growing, and just seeing all the amazing people and different varieties of people that Hempworx is attracting. And it really is because everyone's having their own unique product experience and life-shifting health transformation from, an organic plant. Like it blows my mind that this is just hemp. right? It's not, I mean, it's not anything fancy. It's it's the extractions from the hemp plant that our bodies crave, that our bodies are deficient in. And when, like, just like the spark comes when we take it and start to feel better. So, did I touch everything, Stacy? What else can I cover about the business?
You did. So you pretty much, after about 2 weeks, just jumped right in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just so emotionally attached to these products after seeing what they've done. I don't see any top leaders doing two companies, right? I'm the kind of person where I want to be all in doing one thing. So I jumped right in, and I mean, a 50K affiliate, I'm sure Stacy can link you guys to a compensation plan video, but there's a car bonus, there's check matching, there's residual income, there's unilevel plus binary, which is amazing. So there is upfront money for when you're just starting out, but then there's also, as your organization grows, that residual income. This compensation plan is 10 times better than what my previous network marketing company was. Just the complete package. That's like that's all I can say is Hempworx is the complete package.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And I know your family probably wants dinner. We're in Texas and we've already had dinner. Most of us have. But thank you. And
of course.
You'll send me the recording. I had a couple people message that when they were not able to join for some reason.
Yep. I'll get this uploaded. I'll get you the recording. And anyone who's watching this live or the replay, just know that the support on our team runs deep. So Stacy's amazing, but you have access to me. I have access to Celie, who is our upline. And Celie's upline is Jenna Zweigel, like the CEO, who, well, she has since retired her position, but like we are just getting started. So super amazing. Reach out with any questions. Stacy is happy to add you to our 2 Facebook groups so you can check out the flow of our team. But everything's an open book. So anything that you want to know, we're happy to tell you. There's no secrets here, and excited to get to know all of Stacy's network.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good night, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.